Welcome to the deep dive. We take interesting sources and, well, we dive deep to pull out the insights for you.
And today is pretty unique, actually.
It really is. We're looking at excerpts from a novel, The Court of Frost and Starlight, but also, and this is the unexpected part, the author's own acknowledgments from that same book.
Yeah, so our mission basically is to unpack these like they're factual accounts. You get two views. One into this really intricate fictional world, the characters,
Right.
and the other, surprising insights into the creator's own life, her experiences.
It's like a shortcut, really. You get to see how creativity, resilience, personal stuff, how it all kind of weaves together in the story, and I mean, in our lives too.
Absolutely. And some big themes jumped out right away.
Definitely. Things like dealing with what happens after a big conflict, the peace part.
And personal healing, finding your purpose again.
Family stuff too, always complex.
Oh, yeah. And the power of art, connection, all of that.
So where are we? What's the setting?
Okay, so we're stepping into a world just after this massive, devastating war with Hybern.
Right.
We're mostly in Valaris, the city in the Night Court, leading up to the Winter Solstice, and, well, what happens next?
Got it. So let's dig into that immediate aftermath, Valaris. The source paints this picture. First snow of winter, whipping through Valaris.
Sounds peaceful. It sounds serene, yeah. But underneath, a huge rebuilding job.
The city scarred. Shops shattered and stained with blood, hollow places where buildings used to be.
And Feyre, the High Lady, she isn't just watching from afar.
No, she's right in it. Volunteering, finding homes for people who lost theirs, visiting family.
Handing out winter coats, supplies. It really shows the community effort.
It makes you think, doesn't it? What is peace after a war? Just the fighting stopping?
Or is it that hard, grinding work of rebuilding lives, community? Seems like the latter here.
And that rebuilding isn't just bricks and mortar, right? It's political, too.
Hugely political. Rhysand, the High Lord, he sees this peace as tenuous, very fragile.
He's worried about other players.
Yeah, human territories are sort of crawling out, and other Fey kingdoms are looking at this new wall-less world and thinking, well, what shit they could get away with. That's the quote.
So he's busy.
Constantly making alliances, building trade, keeping tabs on everyone's post-wall intentions.
And there's this interesting detail about human leaders, Jurian and Vasa.
Right, they've been set up in this manner in the human lands, trying to govern territory that wasn't governed before.
Described as two sides of the same coin, same goal, different methods.
Exactly. And here's a really interesting twist from the source. Lucien, who is Elaine's mate, he's actually been staying with them.
No way.
Yeah, they've become friends. They even call themselves the Band of Exiles.
Huh. So connections forming in unexpected places.
Precisely. But while they're building those external bridges, there are internal problems, too.
Like with the Illyrians.
Yeah, General Cassian is dealing with dissension brewing in the Windhaven camp.
They lost a lot in the war.
The most, according to the source. And that loss is turning into something ugly, dangerous.
And there's conflict within the camp.
Big time. Between Cassian and the camp lord, Devlin, about training the female warriors. Devlin wants them focused on solstice stuff, but Cassian's pushing for training. He cuts practice time, allows for both, but he insists.
And he says something pretty pointed, doesn't he?
He does. The boys can help decorate, clean, and cook. They've got two hands. It's a real push for change in their culture.
So, tying this together, stability's not guaranteed.
Not even close. Constant vigilance. Rhysand puts it bluntly. We might need the Illyrians again. Need them willing to shed blood. The peace is fragile.
And that need for careful management, it extends even to places like the hewn city.
Absolutely. Moore handles that place, described as full of darkness, but they still have to do the traditional solstice visit to the Court of Nightmares.
Why?
To foster goodwill, even with difficult parties. But it means confronting Moore's father, Keir, and Eris from the Autumn Court.
More tension.
Always. You see Moore's internal struggle, and Rhysand has to lay down the law again. Territory expansion is not on the table for any court.
Wow. Okay, so building Keys, maintaining it, it's constant work on every single level.
Exactly. From daily chores right up to high-stakes diplomacy.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Let's talk about the personal toll. The war wasn't easy, even on the powerful ones.
No, definitely not. Feyre herself admits she dreads the quiet, idle days when all those thoughts snared me at last.
Those intrusive memories.
Vivid ones. Seeing Rhys lying dead, the king of Hybern killing her father, Illyrians blasted out of the sky. It's intense. She sees specific deaths, like Stregas.
And it's not just her. Rhysand and Cassian carry huge burdens, too.
Oh, yeah. Rhysand feels this near-constant strain keeping his power in check.
And Cassian, he led the armies.
So he takes each injury, death, scar as his own personal failings. That's a heavyweight.
There's that memory of Nesta shielding him, too.
Right, being willing to face that end. And then he tries to deny he cares about how she's living now, all isolated. It's complicated.
And the source gives us this really stark picture of Tamlin, the Spring Court High Lord.
Yeah, haggard. His home is like a tomb. Just total personal ruin.
Rhysand's observation is brutal.
Yeah.
He had nothing, had been given everything and squandered it.
It's a harsh look at how trauma can destroy someone if they don't find a way through. Makes you think about how people cope, work, denial, self-destruction. It's all there.
So how do they cope? What are the coping mechanisms we see?
Well, Feyre's volunteer work is important, vital, good, satisfying work. But, she says, there was more. She needed something personal.
Which leads her back to painting.
Exactly. She calls it a release, a first stitch to close a wound. She paints what's inside, the creature full of hate and regret and love and sacrifice, confronting it through art.
And more. How's she coping?
She seems to be looking for purpose elsewhere, thinking about diplomatic missions, negotiating treaties. It feels a bit like an escape, maybe, from feeling cooped up.
She finds peace somewhere else, though, right?
Yeah, riding her horses at her private place, Athelwood. That seems to be her solace.
But then there's Nesta. She's doing the opposite of engaging.
Completely. Hiding away in a slummy apartment, drinking, gambling, just distancing yourself, as the source puts it.
That detail about not lighting fires.
Yeah, because the sound, the crack and pop, reminds her of breaking bones, a snapping neck. Awful.
And she pushes away help.
Sees it all as pity. But here's the thing. Her family, especially Feyre, they don't give up.
That confrontation must have been intense.
It sounds like it. Feyre says, we need to make some changes, Nesta. You do, and we do. And she even takes some responsibility. I should have been there to help you.
Which leads to the tough love part.
Right. Sending her off to the Illyrian mountains with Cassian, a drastic step.
And we shouldn't forget Elaine either.
No, she's dealing with her own quiet grief, mourning her human life, her ex-fiancé Grayson, while trying to adjust to being Faye.
It really shows there's no single way to react to trauma, and how crucial support is, even if it's, well, rejected at first. How do you react when things get really tough? It's a universal question.
Definitely. Okay, so from these individual struggles, let's look at the relationships. They're the bedrock here.
Especially Feyre and Rhysand. Their bond seems central.
It really is. There's this mention of an unspoken bargain between them.
To listen, but also give space when needed.
Yeah, true partnership.
Yeah.
And Rhysand is constantly supportive, answering petitioners with her, comforting her about the war memories.
Encouraging her art, even. Telling her it's not selfish to paint.
Right. If you want to paint, then paint Feyre. Simple as that.
And they're looking forward. Thinking about a future.
Very much so, including kids, even with the complications of Feyre's Fey biology, that biannual week of stomach-shredding agony.
He takes a contraceptive, but then stops. Suggests they're ready.
And it culminates in that solstice gift, the ruined estate by the river.
Declaring it yours, ours. Telling her to build a house, dream big.
Yeah, specifically envisioning it as a family home, complete with a nursery. It's incredibly hopeful.
Now, the Archeron sisters. That's a different dynamic. More complex, maybe.
Definitely complex. Feyre's obviously worried about both Elaine and Nesta.
Elaine is quiet, but she drops some wisdom sometimes.
She really does. Like her explanation of solstice gifts, remembering the day means something, honoring those who fought for the peace they have now. It's profound.
But she's still keeping Lucien at arm's length.
Seems so, despite him being her mate and trying.
And then there's Nesta. The tension is palpable, leading to her being forcibly moved.
Yeah, by Cassian. It really makes you question what family support looks like. Is it always gentle, or sometimes does it have to be tough?
Let's talk about the Illyrian brothers. Rhysand, Cassian, Azriel. Their bond seems really strong.
It does. They have these old traditions like the solstice snowball fight.
The rules are specific. No magic, no wings, no breaks. Sounds intense.
Followed by steam in the birchen. Azriel's the reigning champ, apparently.
But beyond the fun, there's real care there.
Oh, absolutely. Like Rhys telling Azriel to hold off telling Cassian the bad news about the Illyrian descent.
Let him enjoy the holiday first.
Exactly. Looking out for each other.
What about other relationships that stand out?
Well, Cassian and Nesta, again, it's so complicated. He cared, but didn't know why the hell.
Actions speak louder, though. Buying out that shop.
Right. Buying all the winter gear from Emery's shop for Nesta to give away, using his own money to help people in the camps, and just trying to get her to talk. Talk to me.
And more.
She's building this connection with Vivienne from the Winter Court, sees it as a bridge between their courts, maybe part of her healing, too.
Imran brings some bluntness.
Yes. Her comments about human biology provide some needed laughs. But she also has this unique perspective on Nesta, like time means nothing to immortals. Months are inconsequential. Puts things in perspective.
And Lucy and Elaine remain awkward, but he's finding this other connection.
With Jurian and Bassa, yeah. Band of exiles. It's an interesting side story.
This whole section on relationships really paints a rich picture.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move to something really powerful in these sources. Creation, art, dreams, hope.
Yes, this is beautifully explored, especially through Feyre's art.
It starts with that encounter with the Weaver.
Right. A woman whose husband died in the war, she makes this black fabric called void from her grief.
But then she masters it and makes this iridescent silver thread called hope.
And she says something incredible. I have to create, or it was all for nothing. I have to create, or I will crumple up with despair and never leave my bed.
Wow. That's it, isn't it? Art as survival, processing trauma through making something.
Exactly. It's a huge aha moment in the text. Is art imitating life, or is it helping us survive life?
And Feyre takes this idea and runs with it.
She does. Her personal painting journey leads to something bigger. She gets Polina's old gallery space.
Which the family just gives her, recognizing the value of artists.
Right, and she decides to teach art to kids affected by the war. She asks Rhysand, kind of hesitantly, do you think it's stupid to wonder if painting might help others, too?
Not her painting, but teaching them.
Yes, letting them paint through their struggles like she did.
And the first class happens.
It does. 10 kids, their parents, some with obvious scars, some not. They're told to paint a memory.
The results must have been varied.
Painful ones, hopeful ones, even a kid painting his parents in a doghouse because he wanted a puppy. Life goes on, you know.
And the gallery itself becomes symbolic.
Painted white with the weaver's void and hope tapestry right there. A space for healing. It really shows how one person's healing journey can ripple outwards, inspire hope in a community.
It all becomes very personal for Feyre too, doesn't it?
Yes. For her birthday on Solstice, Rhys gives her art supplies, her gift back, drawing him naked, fulfilling an earlier joke between them.
It's intimate, trusting, and her tattoos change too.
That's significant. From the cat's eye links to Rhysand's old spying ways to the night court symbol, the mountain with 3 stars.
Showing her full belonging now, her commitment.
And then there's that incredibly powerful, intimate scene in the cabin.
Where their lovemaking and magic literally shake the room. Pictures falling off walls.
Yeah, symbolizing the intensity, but also hinting at the future, that promise of the future the sun the bone carver showed her.
It ends with her reflecting on happiness.
Just pure gratitude, this feeling, this excitement to wake up every day. You make me so very happy. My life is happy. It's a beautiful culmination of her journey through darkness.
Okay, now for that final layer. The really surprising part, the author's own story from the acknowledgments.
Right. This adds such a fascinating dimension. The author reveals she went through 2 of the biggest events of my life while writing this very book.
What were they?
First, her father had a massive heart attack. His survival was nothing short of a miracle, thanks to the ICU team. A really difficult, scary time.
Wow. And the second?
Soon after that, she found out she was pregnant. She calls it an enormous blessing, a huge shift from one of the worst times to sudden joy.
That parallel is just incredible.
Isn't it? The characters emerge from war, looking towards a future, family.
And the author experiences this sudden hope and new life right after her own period of intense fear and struggle.
It's like life imitating art, or maybe art reflecting life in real time. It suggests the creative process itself might have been part of her own journey through that difficult period.
And she thanks her support system. Right?
Oh, absolutely. Her husband, Josh, for snacks, tea, comfy pillows, just being there. Her dog, Annie. Her agent, publisher, illustrator.
It mirrors the importance of the inner circle for the characters.
Exactly. It reminds us that creators are human, influenced by their own lives. It's a powerful testament to resilience, to love, hope, new beginnings themes that are right there in the book, echoed in her own experience.
What an amazing deep dive this turned out to be. A fictional world teaching lessons that feel so real.
Yeah, characters dealing with recovery, inner demons, relationships, finding purpose through creation.
And then discovering that profound link to the author's own journey. Overcoming adversity, finding new life. It's all woven together.
It really makes you think about the connection between the creator and the created.
It does. It makes you wonder, if art often comes from our deepest struggles and highest hopes.
Then maybe the art we love, books, paintings, music, maybe it holds a piece of the creator's own healing.
Waiting for us to find something resonant, some solace for ourselves within it.
So maybe think about this. What void, what difficulty have you faced? And what hope could you possibly weave from it? Not just for you, but maybe, just maybe for others too.